DFA Online. News and events from different Philippine embassies and consulates around the world. DFA Online. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.
Good day, I am Win Peñano with today's DFA Online. The Philippines was elected Vice President at the recently concluded 3rd United Nations Ocean Conference held in Nice, France from June 9 to 13. The Philippine delegation, led by Agriculture Undersecretary Drusila Esther Bayate and co-led by Interior Undersecretary Marlo Iringan, highlighted the country's priorities in marine conservation and international law. Foreign Affairs Assistant Secretary Marshal Luis Alferez represented the Philippines as plenary Vice President. In his country's statement, Undersecretary Iringan emphasized local efforts to fight illegal fishing, protect marine biodiversity, and reduce plastic pollution. He also unveiled new Philippine commitments, preventing or removing 80 million kilos of plastic waste by 2030, promoting coastal partnership by 2028, and boosting youth engagement in marine conservation. Assistant Secretary Alferez reaffirmed the Philippines' support for UNCLOS as the foundation of ocean governance and called on nations to respect international rulings, including the 2016 South China Sea Arbitral Award. The Philippines joined plenary and panel discussions pushing for a rules-based maritime order, a stronger cooperation, and sustainable ocean development. The next UN Ocean Conference will be held in 2028, co-chaired by Chile and South Korea.
DFA Online. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.
In our news, the Philippines has officially outlined its priorities in its bid for a non-permanent seat on the United Nations Security Council for 2027 to 2028. Foreign Affairs Secretary Enrique Manalo made the announcement during a diplomatic reception in New York, marking the 127th anniversary of Philippine independence. He highlighted the country's strong record in multilateralism and peace building and pledged that if elected, the Philippines would uphold the UN Charter with sincerity and resolve. Secretary Manalo said the Philippines brings 80 years of UN experience, principled diplomacy, and a commitment to listen, engage, and lead. Also speaking at the event, Ambassador Antonio Lagdameo reaffirmed the country's long-standing campaign for the seat, saying the Philippines is determined to be part of the solution to global challenges. In a video message, President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. appealed for international support in the upcoming June 2026 elections, promising the Philippines would remain a tried and tested partner, pathfinder, and peacemaker on the Council. The Philippines last held a Security Council seat in 2004 to 2005. It now seeks to represent the Asia-Pacific group in one of the UN's most powerful decision-making bodies.
DFA Online. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.
More news from the Philippine Service Posts. The Philippine Embassy in Iran has released an emergency preparedness guide for Filipinos amid the ongoing exchange of attacks between Tehran and Israel. In a social media post, the embassy urged Filipinos to register with the embassy to receive timely updates during emergencies. They also advised to follow only reliable news sources and avoid spreading unverified reports, especially those involving government or military activity. Citizens are reminded to prepare a go bag with food, water essentials good for at least 72 hours, and to safeguard important documents like passports. Know the local emergency hotlines: 125 for fire, 115 for ambulance, 110 for police, and 112 for Red Crescent. For immediate help, Filipinos may contact the embassy's Assistance to Nationals hotline at +98 912 213 6801.
DFA Online. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.
And that wraps up today's edition of DFA Online. For Radyo Pilipinas World Service, I am Win Peñano. Good day.
DFA Online. News and events from different Philippine embassies and consulates around the world. DFA Online. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.